The world of fashion is a tapestry woven with threads of history, culture, and artistry. Among its most captivating chapters is the era of Gothic fashion. Emerging in 12th century France, Gothic fashion was more than just clothing. It was an embodiment of evolving societal norms, religious fervor, and artistic expression. This essay embarks on a journey through the shadows and light of Gothic fashion, exploring its evolution, key garments, and enduring legacy. From the soaring heights of cathedrals to the intricate details of illuminated manuscripts, the Gothic aesthetic permeated medieval Europe. Fashion, too, bore the imprint of this transformative era. Gone were the loose, flowing robes of the Romanesque period. In their place emerged a more fitted silhouette, emphasizing verticality and intricate tailoring. This shift in style mirrored the changing times, a period marked by burgeoning cities, a rising merchant class, and a newfound fascination with human form and adornment. This exploration of Gothic fashion delves into the key periods of its evolution, from its nascent stages in the 12th century to its eventual transition into the Renaissance. We will trace the journey of iconic garments like the kirtle, cotehardie, and houppelande, examining their changing forms and significance across different social strata. The allure of luxurious textiles like velvet and silk, imbued with symbolic meaning and traded along burgeoning trade routes, will also be unveiled. Join us as we unravel the intricate threads of Gothic fashion, revealing a world of sartorial elegance, symbolic meaning, and enduring influence on the world of fashion as we know it. The 12th century marked the dawn of the Gothic era, a period of profound cultural and artistic transformation. In the Île-de-France, Gothic architecture first took root, its soaring cathedrals and pointed arches a testament to the era's innovative spirit. This spirit of change also permeated fashion, as new ideas about clothing began to emerge. Men's tunics, once loose and shapeless, became more fitted with lacing details. This shift hinted at the emphasis on verticality that would define Gothic fashion. Women's clothing also saw a shift towards a more defined silhouette. The kirtle, a long fitted gown, became a staple, evolving into a standalone garment with elaborate embellishments. The blieu, with its long flowing sleeves, was another popular garment. The Crusades brought Europe into contact with rich textiles and exotic fashions from the East. Byzantine silks and Middle Eastern fabrics influenced the materials and decorative motifs in Gothic fashion. The 12th century laid the groundwork for the flourishing of Gothic fashion in the centuries to come. The 13th century witnessed the blossoming of Gothic art and architecture, with magnificent cathedrals like Notre Dame in Paris reaching for the heavens. This period also saw the rise of chivalry and courtly love, influencing social customs and leaving an indelible mark on fashion trends. Clothing became a more overt expression of status, wealth, and romantic ideals. For men, the tunic remained a staple garment, but it underwent further refinement. Sleeves became tighter and more fitted, often extending to the wrists and sometimes even beyond, forming long decorative points that trailed on the ground. This emphasis on elongated lines was a hallmark of Gothic aesthetics, reflecting a desire to transcend the earthly realm and aspire towards the heavens. The surcoat, a sleeveless or short-sleeved garment worn over the tunic, gained popularity, allowing for greater display of heraldic emblems and personal style. Women's fashion in the 13th century saw the emergence of more figure-defining silhouettes. The kirtle remained an essential garment, but it was now often worn with a tighter bodice that accentuated the waist. Over the kirtle, women wore a variety of overdresses, including the cyclers, a garment that fitted closely to the body from the shoulders to the hips before flaring out into a wide, flowing skirt. These overdresses often featured long, flowing sleeves that echoed the elongated lines of men's attire. This period also saw the increased use of luxurious fabrics and embellishments. Velvet, a richly textured fabric that originated in the East, became highly sought after by the elite. Silk, another imported luxury, was often woven with intricate patterns and used for both clothing and accessories. Embroidery, often depicting religious scenes or heraldic motifs, adorned garments, showcasing the wearer's wealth and status. Section 4. Rise of the bourgeois fashions shift in the late 14th century. The late 14th century ushered in a period of significant social and economic change in Europe. The 100 Years' War, a protracted conflict between England and France, disrupted trade and led to widespread instability. However, amidst these tumultuous times, the merchant class continued to grow in power and influence, particularly in burgeoning urban centers like Florence, Venice, and Bruges. This rise of the bourgeois had a profound impact on fashion, leading to the emergence of new styles and a greater emphasis on practicality and comfort. For men, the houppelande emerged as a defining garment of the era. A long, voluminous robe that fell from the shoulders to the ground, the houppelande was initially worn by both men and women. However, it quickly became associated with masculine attire, particularly among the wealthy merchant class. The houppelande's ample fabric allowed for freedom of movement, making it a practical choice for men engaged in business and trade. Women's fashion also reflected the changing times. While the kirtle and overdress remained staples of women's wardrobes, the late 14th century saw a shift towards more practical and adaptable garments. The cotehardie, a close-fitting garment that could be worn with or without a belt, gained popularity. The cotehardie could be styled in a variety of ways, with different sleeve styles and necklines, making it a versatile choice for women of all social classes. The use of luxurious fabrics and embellishments continued to be an important marker of status and wealth. However, the late 14th century also saw the emergence of new, more affordable fabrics. Wool, a traditional staple of European clothing, became more finely woven and was often dyed in rich colors, making it a suitable alternative to silk and velvet for those who could not afford the most expensive materials. Section 5. The Seduction of Velvet and Silk. Textiles of the Gothic Era. The allure of Gothic fashion extended beyond its elegant silhouettes and intricate tailoring. Textiles played a pivotal role in defining the era's sartorial splendor, reflecting not only aesthetic preferences, but also economic realities, trade networks, and symbolic meanings associated with different fabrics. Among the most coveted textiles of the Gothic era were velvet and silk, their luxurious textures and rich hues adding an aura of opulence and sophistication to garments. Velvet, with its distinctive soft pile and lustrous sheen, held a particular allure. Originating in the East, velvet made its way to Europe through trade routes established during the Crusades. Its production was a labor-intensive and costly process, making velvet a luxury reserved for the elite. The deep, rich colors achievable with velvet dyes, from deep burgundy and forest green to midnight blue and vibrant crimson, further enhanced its appeal. Silk, another prized textile of the East, held a long-standing association with luxury and exoticism. The Silk Road, a network of trade routes connecting East Asia to Europe, facilitated the flow of silk into the West. Silk's smooth texture, lightweight drape, and ability to take on vibrant dyes made it a sought-after fabric for both clothing and accessories. Intricate patterns woven into silk fabrics, often depicting floral motifs, geometric designs, or scenes from mythology, added to their allure. The use of velvet and silk was not merely a matter of aesthetics, it was also a powerful symbol of status and wealth.
Sumptuary laws enacted in many parts of Europe during the Gothic period regulated the types of fabrics and clothing that different social classes were permitted to wear. These laws often restricted the use of luxury textiles like velvet and silk to the nobility and upper classes, further solidifying their association with power and privilege.
Absolutely. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content like this. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue creating quality videos. Thank you for watching and being a part of our community. Remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest uploads. Your support keeps us going.